I don't know. I always feel like I'm trying to be the peacemaker, and then sometimes it backfires. So you know what? She's on her own next time.
How's your relationship with Sutton after this season?
You know what? We always got along. She's so funny. She can be like sarcastic or dramatic, and she'll say things. But we had a little blip here and there, but never. I mean, we always even fixed it by the end of what we were shooting. Mm-hmm. So we get along great. I immediately liked Sutton when she came into the show. I love, her kind of quirkiness, and I get her sarcasm, which not everybody always does. She was a little frustrated with me for trying to get her to say what she had said to me, right, to Erika. And it's kind of hard to explain in the moment, but like, just as someone who's been on the show this long, I know that if you say something, shooting with one person, and you say you're going to say it over here and you don't, the audience is waiting, expecting that. And then they're just going to say, you're two-faced or this and that. So I was like, trying to say, like, trust me, this has happened to me. If you don't say now what you said, but you know what? I should not have pushed her to that degree. And next time I'm just going to be like, hey, you're on your own.
But you make up a good point though too, because I mean, you're keeping the narrative going. You've done this for many years. Even though people might think like, oh, you're instigating a fight, you're like, no, I know what I'm doing. I got to keep this story going.
Well, if I didn't try to get her to do that, what would the audience be saying? Like, I thought Sutton was going to say this to Erika. Mm-hmm. But guess what? Let that be on her next time. I don't know why I was trying to feel like I had to help her say, because it also frustrated me because I'm friends with Erika and Sutton. Right. And obviously I've known Erika longer, but I adore Sutton. Yeah. So I was like, this is a really hard position to be in, but I didn't like seeing that. I felt like Sutton was being intimidated. Yeah. And I was thinking to myself, like, Erika's not as tough as she seems. Like, it's okay, speak your truth. But I don't know. I always feel like I'm trying to be the peacemaker, and then sometimes it backfires. So you know what? She's on her own next time. She doesn't want to say it. It's fine with me. You know what? Everyone, I'm not going to be the peacemaker.
No, totally. I mean, how would you feel, after all is said and done, and, if things do come to light that Erika knew about things that she said she didn't, how would that make you feel?
If I were to find out that Erika did know all this and I would be extremely sad and disappointed. Yeah. And, but I just, I don't feel that. I really don't, and I mean, I know so many women who don't exactly know what goes on in their husband's business, mm-hmm. and women who sign papers their husband asks them to sign, and they don't really know exactly what it is. I mean, you'd be hard pressed to find one woman whose husband says, here, sign this. It says, let me have a lawyer look at it and I'll get back to you. I asked a room filled with women this, and not one person said they did that. Mm-hmm. So, and he's a lawyer. So that stuff is, it's not even legal for him to go home and talk about this stuff. There's client, privilege. So whatever is it called?
Client confidentiality.
Yes.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
You know what it is. Make me sound smart.
Make me sound good.
Yes. So, so I just don't. And, they never had a level, relationship. He always treated her like she was here. So I just don't think that. But if that were the case, of course I would be very sad and disappointed.